Winter Wildcard is finally on its way out, and incoming next is Headliners. In today's video, we're going to go over the best last minute investments that you can make heading into Headliners Team 1. We of course will be getting a Team 2, and we actually already know all of the Team 1 players. In like 5 seconds, the full list will be on your screen. So if you don't want to see it, just skip ahead a tiny bit. If not, here's a team that's obviously leaked. It's been leaked for about a week now, so I'm sure most of you guys already know it. But I really wanted to focus in today's video a lot on the market, because this week has been probably the best week on the market that we have seen in a long time. And it actually makes investing and trading, I kind of want to trade and invest again. I'm not afraid to really lose coins. And it's just due to the fact that we haven't been getting as much supply this week. Now, I know there's still a good amount of packs in the store and stuff like that, but we haven't gotten anything crazy as far as lightning rounds go and stuff like that. And in return, we have seen an absolute insane market rise recently. Just alone, I was able to trade off a lot of those icons that I had, especially the prime cards like Cannavaro and stuff like that. I thought I was going to take a big loss on him. I ended up making like a break even on him, and I ended up flipping a ton more of icons. As you can see, I'm now on 3.5, obviously with a team, but pretty liquid. But if we go over here to flipping, I mean, just about every card has really risen up. I've noticed a few of the cards from Winter Wildcard Team 2. They haven't risen up too much. Zlatan's down about 100k. He's fluctuating. Alessandrini, he's moved a little bit, but some of those kind of higher tier cards like Martial and stuff like that, they've actually kind of risen up a good amount over the last week. A lot of these kind of mid-high tier cards, that kind of sit in the 100k to 600k range, or between 100k and 1 mil, they've actually started to move up quite a bit over the last couple days. Martial, you see, he goes from 620 up to 690 on Xbox. On PS, he's gone from 720 up to 780 now. So a good significant rise on a lot of these Winter Wildcard selections here. But like I said, a lot of these small tier, low tier ones that are kind of sitting at this lower range, like Morales is up maybe like 5k. He's up, but he's not up a ton. I've noticed that a lot of the gold cards have started to move up. Mbappe is one that has actually started to rise back up again. I know, in the last week or so, we saw the gold kind of drop under a mil. On PS, he's back over now, as you can see here, and he's actually up like 50k on Xbox now. So a nice little significant rise on a lot of these cards. A lot of those golds you've seen kind of go up, and it's just due to the fact that we've been getting a ton of just supply the last couple weeks, and now we finally haven't gotten any. So I think people are not afraid to buy, and we're really seeing the effect this market has. And just alone on Xbox, I'm starting to notice a little more transfers. I wonder if this is going to bring a little bit more kind of gameplay, like players back into the game. I feel like a lot of people have started to not play as much. Winter Wildcard was a good promo, but I just feel with everything kind of going on as far as the market goes and everything, it was very off-putting for a lot of players to want to buy and participate in the market. But heading into Headliners, you are going to see a lot of supply, and the team, like I showed before, it looks pretty good. I'd imagine Team 2 will be very similar as well. It's going to be a very good selection of players, a very good team. So here we have the index special, and as you can see, just over the last day or so, we've seen the market rise a good amount. And if we go to the daily, just over here, you could see from after Christmas period, we've had a significant rise up. And this doesn't even update today's huge rise as well. So we're seeing the market really start to rise a lot for these special cards. We're seeing a lot of informs fly up. And you're noticing that a lot of them tend to be these mid tiers. A lot of the fodder ones have started to go up. And even some of the meta ones like Sun's, his, what is this, a second inform or whatever. We're seeing a really, really good rise on this card. It's his first inform, not a second inform. And we've seen a really nice rise on this card in just the recent times. He's gone from 150k just about on both consoles up to 200k or thereabouts. So a really huge rise. So we're seeing a lot of these cards kind of start to fly up. So ahead of the new promo, I don't think I'm really going to be buying anything beforehand as far as metas go, as far as specials go. And the reason why I say this is just because we're seeing too much of a rise on these cards. There's no need to buy in because we're going to be getting supply over the weekend. We're likely going to be getting lightning rounds Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Whether or not we get it for the remainder of next week too, I really couldn't tell you. But what you're seeing is all these informs are extremely high up right now. So personally, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for a lot of these informs that they'll probably end up dropping when we hit the kind of lightning round period, especially with the newest team of the week. You're going to see these cards probably hit discard over the weekend. So for me, those are cards that I'm probably going to be looking at. New team of the week cards that are at discard prices, specifically between 83 and whatever else the prices are. A lot of these cards are starting to, kind of get a little lower. The 84s only sit at 13K. Really hits the lower informs that are the ones that are up a ton. I mean, all of them are up a good amount. And I imagine we're going to continue to see the content to push this up. We do have headliners out, which is going to be a really strong promo, really strong selection of players that you guys have already seen. And then we have Team 2. And then we have Team of the Year. So we're not going to be really short of content anytime in the next month. And after Team of the Year, we tend to usually end up getting future stars. So we're going to have a really good couple promos coming anyway. So I don't think the content's going to slow down where these informs won't be required. They still will be needed. And I'd imagine picking them up will be very good. And then we have gold fodder. And this is the fodder that just won't move, man. It's very, very frustrating. If you guys want to buy cards though, look at 84s. Eventually there's going to be something that comes out that'll push these cards up more. These cards are too cheap to be 84 rated at under 2K. That's just a little bit too cheap. I really like Andre Silva. I really like Tielemans. My only problem is you guys could be holding these for a long time. We don't know when these cards are going to end up rising. We should be getting good content. Obviously, we actually have been getting good content as well. It's just we've been getting so much supply on the market recently. There's so many cards on the market that the prices just come down because there's not enough demand for people buying these up when the supply is twice as much as what the demand is. So I definitely would keep an eye out for those cards. Of course, we are going to be getting icon swaps too rather soon as well. So guys, keep your eyes out for that because in less than 2 weeks time we will be getting that. So like I said, picking up some of the kind of smaller league silvers and stuff like that might be a good shout. I think League of Portugal is going to be required for one of these squad battle ones, so I really like the idea of picking up silvers of those or just those ones in general. I think they're going to do very, very well, so kind of keep an eye on that. I also wouldn't be surprised if the 3 kind of silver or leagues that we need for the next icon swaps are the ones that they gave us here. That's what they did with the foundations when they came out last month and last season. What they did is they actually put the 3 leagues and they teased it in here in the season pass. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that here with an MLS championship and then of course the Liga Portugal as well. So guys, keep your eyes out for that. As far as the rest of the coin making kind of goes, if you guys want to make coins today, you want to make coins flipping and stuff like that, that's probably the way to go. I think icon flipping is huge right now. The primes are great to trade with. A lot of them have started to rise up. Just looking at flipping here on the index icon, these cards have moved so much over the last couple days. A lot of the primes have started to rebound. Of course, you're not going to see it completely in the graph, but when cards start to flatten out and they start to kind of move up a little bit, they do very well. Now, of course, the low tiers are going to continue to drop down. We're seeing a significant amount of icons under 100K already, which is very, very early for this period of time to see this many icons under 100K. I don't know what EA is going to do about that, if they're just going to leave it and let icons do that, because in about a month or two's time, we are going to be having icons at their discard price at 65K or whatever it is. So I find it weird if EA are going to really let it sit there. I wonder if maybe they'll bring back icon requirements, maybe, especially with Team of the Year around the corner. I don't know. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.